What is up, guys and gals? Welcome back to the Nerd Castle for the next episode of Don't Starve Shipwrecked. My name is Splattercat. Happy to have you here today as we eat morsels and hang out for a little while, and hopefully we don't suffer from a kitty attack, which actually just happened. My cat is waging war on me at the moment. I have a kitten. For those of you that are new to the channel, I have a kitten. He's about 6 months old now, so he's not really a kitten anymore. He's starting to get big enough to where he's basically like a man cat. He's starting to get like armpit hair and stuff like that. However, he's pretty rowdy. He's got a lot of energy. He can be a thing to deal with sometimes. He is not for everybody. He's an acquired taste, and you acquire him mostly through suffering. And so anyways, if there's anything that happens on the side, just be aware that my kitten goes out of his way to destroy everything I care about. I've got a whole bunch of these weird little, I have no idea what these are, limpets, I guess. So I guess I'll eat some crushed limpets. That actually worked out pretty well, though. That wasn't that bad. Okay, I accept. I was a little worried that they weren't going to be that filling, but they were. Pretty sweet. We got to keep our fire going for right now. In today's episode, what we're going to do is we're just going to pan and scan around the island and see if there's any evidence for anything else being kind of out here without us having to go into deep water. It looks like there might be something connecting right there. I can see like a little something. Actually, that's just seaweed. Never mind. But that's fine, because while we're making the rounds, we're going to go get ourselves some weed. Some seaweed. I should also probably make a shovel. Oh, I can't do... Okay. Apparently, shovels are just one step too far for science. We can't do that right now. However, we're out of our axe is fine, our machete. Well, everything we have is kind of beat up at the moment. It would more than likely be wise for me to get rid of these in one way or another. Let me rotate the camera real quick. You can do that with Q and E if you're unfamiliar with the game. I don't know how many people have actually played this game. I assume that most people have played this game on my channel because it's an indie game channel, which leads me to believe that most of the people that come around here might have a passing interest in indie games. And so anyways, I assume most people have played. What is that? Doubloons. I'm rich! Does that count as gold? Like, can I melt it over a fire or something and make it into nugs? Sweet, sweet nugs. Oh, look at that. The island is flooding. Interesting. Alright. Well, here. I'm going to devour the rest of these limpets. And we're going to gather some seaweed while we're out here. Basically, I'm going to keep land in sight. In general, it's a bad idea in any survival situation to go out into deep water if you don't know what you're doing. So if you ever get caught in a riptide or anything like that, well, if you get caught in a riptide, that's problematic. But if you ever get caught in the tide and it feels like you can't get back to shore, don't exhaust yourself swimming straight back to shore. You swim back diagonal. I used to do lifeguarding stuff back in the day. And so anyways, I've had this happen to me. And I know the panic that you're going to feel. What the hell is that? That is a fish with horns. I think I'm going to stay away for right now. I mean, and not like the trumpet type. We don't have like the, you know, Louis Armstrong of fish over here. Like, they are actually like type horns where they run at you and then they impale you in the butt like that guy from that video on the internet that everybody's seen. Everybody's seen that bullfighter. That dude got a horn in the wrong place. I'd be real surprised if he survived that one. I'm like, ooh, a pointy thing in your rectum. That seems like that probably pierced an intestinal wall or something. That's not going to be fun to deal with. I wonder what you can do. I can attack a jellyfish, but they look kind of shocking, so I don't know if I want to. They look kind of shocking, but they don't wear stockings. So that's a plus. I'm going to gather all this seaweed first. Perfecto. I wonder if it's the doubloons. I'm rich. He said the same thing that I said. Golden doubloons, they're all mine. Well, while we're plotting things out here, my assumption would be that you probably don't want to get hit by these. Our steering seems to be pretty good, though. So perhaps today I'll just try and stay out of the way of these little waves. We'll kind of weave around a little bit. I wonder if this is like a zero-sum game. Like, do I die instantaneously if I get hit by one of these? Or... I'm kind of worried one's going to spawn right underneath me. Oh, we found another place with corral. That's pretty cool. Oh, we can mine this? Well, apparently we're not going to be doing any ecological destruction right now. We found a reef. That's pretty sweet. So, I don't know what's up with all these fish and stuff. But maybe I'll make myself another pickaxe and we'll capitalize on being in this part of the map right now. I don't know. It seems like while we're out here, we might as well make this worthwhile. Like, not a waste of our time. Oh, you just chipped the coral off. Okay. And so it starts out wet. Oh, I thought he was attacking me for a second. I legitimately jumped. I was like, ah, it's coming right for us! I had like an Uncle Jimbo moment. There we go. Although I like Ned better. Is Ned in any of the new episodes? I feel like they phased out a lot of characters and just don't bring them around anymore. It's Ned. I like Ned. Ned was the best. I always enjoyed the episodes where Ned was around. So I guess we're gathering a shit ton of coral right now. That's what we're doing today. And we've gone through yet another pickaxe, but this stuff seems to actually be pretty hard on the axe, so what are you going to do? Pick that up right there. Do I have enough grass left to make a fire if I need to? Oh, I do not. What is a brainy sprout? Can I eat it? It seems like a stupid question to ask, but I mean, we're in the neighborhood already, so I'm going to hold on to the doubloons, the snake skin. I don't even know if I want it. If there's a reef around here, there should be an island in the vicinity somewhere, I think. Take a look at the map, but actually it might just be... Oh, look, there's like some kind of albatross perch out there, too. Inventory space remains pretty limited. This was a problem I had had in the game previously where I just can't hold a lot of stuff. Oh, no. Please don't hit me, wave. A wave can seem friendly, but rest assured, sometimes a wave does not want you to come over and is not being friendly. There's a bottle right there. Does that get marked on the map? It doesn't. Well, forget the brainy thing. It'll regrow. I don't even want it anymore. What is this? An empty bottle. Okay. That bottle used to be very vivacious and alive, but it's just empty inside now. Ever since it lost Karen and the kids. Just empty inside. Really has nothing to live for. Pretty upset a lot of the time. Not really a pleasure to be around either. Generally just kind of grumpy all the time. I set up a permanent campfire down there. I don't know if you guys noticed that, but I set up a permanent campfire because it felt like the thing to do at the moment. I'll check and see if the gold counts for anything. Is this my island right here? I was going to say it's my island. It's got to be my island. Whose island would it be? I landed here first. That means that there's some act that the United States has that says like if you land on an island that hasn't been claimed, you own it. Or like even if you like look at it on a map or something like that. It's some ridiculous law. I don't know. It's a thing that how do you enforce something like that? Shit if I know. I have no idea. I'm going to use that fuel real fast. And can I melt this? I can't melt the gold. It's a little unfortunate. I've got an empty bottle. What can I do with it? I can't do anything with the fire. It's getting late. It's going to be dark soon. Yeah, I can understand that fear. So we've got a tropical parasol. If we pick up some flowers, we can make that guy just in case it rains. That would be helpful because getting soaked by random environmental... I don't know. I'm trying to come up with something to say here, and I got nothing at the moment. Random environmental downpourings would be unpleasant. There, I said it. Seaweed. I'm going to cook you. So this just makes like a big nasty seaweed ball. Weirdly enough, I'm okay with it. I think I'd be alright. Seaweed sounds pretty appetizing compared to like some of the other stuff you get stuck eating. Could be worse. Could be drinking your own pee right now. I mean, take from that what you will. So this machete, it would be wise if I was to take this machete and maybe do something with it. Like play Smack a Snake. Yeah, Smack a Snake accomplished. Ooh, Snake's got homies though. Oh, they should be pretty easy to kill, all things considered. Oh, you're just done now, huh, Snake? You're just done now. Snake doesn't want to play anymore. Hold on, I missed my click. And I know I can press spacebar. I know. Except that sometimes he picks up, like, random seedlings and things when I do that. A little upsetting. Eat food on the go. No, don't drop that. It's going to bait it. It's going to be meaner. You can't feed it like... No, stop. Yeah, more snake skin. No idea what I'm going to do with said snake skin. I assume make a super awesome vest so I can be the coolest guy in the trailer park. But we'll get to that later. Toasted seeds. We've had some new phenomena today, but not quite enough. Apparently our sanity's dropping off pretty quickly. I'm going to have to come up with a way to fix that, mostly by picking flowers. I'm going to wait till it gets a little gnarly, though. I don't need it, like, right this second. A 3% pickaxe. I can't use it as fuel. I'm just going to have a big stack of, like, 2% tools over here. Sure, why not? There you go. My other machete, I'll probably leave here. If we're going out to sea, I don't need a machete right now. But it seems like the pickaxe is the thing you need when you go out to sea. Put that over there. The brain coral is probably super valuable, isn't it? I can already hear people shouting at me from the comments, and I haven't even uploaded yet. I can hear it through the ether, the cacophonous echo of protestation. People just being very, very upset with me. Living building material. Sure thing, Chief. Sure thing. Got that CaCO3 rocking it. I think we need to go to a new island. I don't know how we get gold. I don't know where the gold comes from, but we need it badly, so... That thing dropped a doubloon. And it looks like it does not count as our gold. If I don't figure it out by the end, I'll probably look it up just so we don't have too much of a stopgap in the series. I may get lucky and get gold out of one of these. I think these are the equivalent of like normal shitty rocks. And so if you get rid of them, they should occasionally drop something that you want, but no guarantees there. Let's go ahead and grab this. Got lots of materials around, so since we went out that way... Oh, look at that. It looks like it breaks down over time, maybe. Okay, so it loses HP actively while we're... What is that? There's a thing underwater right there, and I saw it. It was trying to trick me by hiding. Oh, never mind. It's just my manifestations of psychoses. Great! Just what I always wanted. Manifestations of psychoses. And Mom said I'd never amount to anything. The hallucinations beg to differ, Mother. The hallucinations beg to differ. Hallucinating is not fun. I got very, very sick one time. So I was at a party. I'm going to tell this story, even though people are going to make fun of me. I was at a party, and there was a lot of brownies. And I hadn't eaten that day, and I was hella hungry. And so somebody was like, here, have some brownies. And not thinking they were the best made weed brownies I've ever seen. They didn't smell like weed at all. And I sniffed them beforehand. I smelled them. Because I know, sometimes you eat something you shouldn't. And then you have a rough night. Well, long story short, I filled up on brownies. And it was not fun. I had 4 brownies, and each one had 2 medical grade doses of marijuana in it. I was really, really high, I guess is the moral of the story. I was hallucinating and throwing up for like a day and a half. Shit got real. Shit got pretty out there. I was sitting on the toilet at one point, and somebody was calling my name, and I was like, wow, that's like, I knew better. Like, I knew nobody was calling my name because it was 4 in the morning. And it was just like, Matt. Like, whoa. Except it was saying, what the hell is a primate put? He's got gems and stuff. There's little monkeys. I love monkeys. My grandma had a pet monkey. I ever talk about that on the channel? My grandma, so my great uncle was a gangster, like a legitimate gangster, like a mobster in the South. He walked around, my grandma said she was terrified of him because he walked around with he had a pistol holster that he kept under his arm all the time, like a chrome pistol. He wore a white suit everywhere he went with like the old school hat from like back in the 30s and 40s. And so anyways, my grandma didn't like him at all. She said he was crass and he made dirty jokes and was generally just unpleasant to be around. But he got a monkey for her for Christmas. Like, he wanted to be the cool uncle that buys his niece a monkey for Christmas. And so where the hell he got like a chimpanzee, no, never mind, it was a spider monkey, I think, or like a capuchin or something. Where he got it from, nobody knows at this point. But back then, it was kind of no holds barred. If you had money, you could get anything you wanted. So I figure he probably, oh my God, I'm feeling a little crazy right now. They think I'm crazy. They think I'm crazy. Something. Look, the monkey tried to sing along. How awesome is that? We could have a singing monkey right now, Nerd Castle. If your bucket list does not include a singing monkey, why are you alive right now? Why am I alive? That's like the first thing I put on the list. I'm going to explore this thing because we have the time. Now, I'm afraid of the monkeys. I do think the monkeys are probably up to something. I'm a little bit worried about them. I'm going to keep an eye on it. We're going to go ahead and circumnavigate, though. I should probably be using a shovel to dig all these up, but I'm going to come back around and do it later. I'll probably do it off camera. I'll go around and I'll pick all these up off camera and then relocate them back to our original island. I made a permanent campfire, but it's not that big of a deal. I can make a permanent campfire anywhere. Wherever I put my roots down, wherever I lay my hat is home. You know how it goes. I'm going to grab this stuff over here. There was something I could craft out of this. That monkey? I like how he runs. It's kind of adorable. Like, you can tell somebody sat down and they were like, how can we make the monkey run adorably? And somebody was like, I got this. I got this. Got to make his little arms flail all over the place. And he's like, I do like monkeys. I would love to have a spider monkey or like a capuchin. That would be like my jam. I would love to have either one of those. Yeah, my grandma said she used to dress her monkey up in clothes and had to wear diapers. She said it was kind of vicious. She said you couldn't really take anybody around it because it only liked her. And she said even it liking her was a little tentative on some days. It kind of depended what sort of mood the monkey was in. The monkey kind of ran shit, and I think the monkey realized that it ran shit. That's the big mistake, is when the animal realizes that you don't run shit, it runs shit. So I feel like that's probably the fundamental stop-off. What is that? Oh, it's a house. I thought it was like the top of a mast for a second. I don't know, I'm all zoned out playing Don't Starve. This is one of those games that I play it, and I just don't pay attention at all. Because there's no... Okay, there are threats, like frog rain. Frog rain is a legitimate threat. However, I don't know, I don't die very often in this game. I usually just play till I get bored. Like, most of the threats are pretty easily avoided as long as you, like, pay the vaguest amount of attention. There are a few things that come around that try to shake up the order a little bit. That almost took me out. I'm a little bit worried about what that do. What'd it do, Wavy? What'd it do? Wavy, is it gravy? Are you in the Navy? If I fall, will you save me? Ah! Or will you enslave me? Or will you betray me? It just may be. God, I could keep that going for a while. Slay Me was up next, in case you thought that I couldn't keep it going for a while. I spit hot fire. That's what happens here at the Nerd Castle. Anytime I run out of ideas, I'm like, well, maybe I should start rhyming. That seems to work pretty well. There's a snake skin over here? Well, let me have it. Give me that snake skin. I don't know, like, normally I make my base in the place where the buffalo herd is, or the beefalo, or whatever herd. In this case, we don't have those, and so I don't know what I should do. I'm in turmoil right now. I'm not sure what I want to do with any of this. Are palm leaves actually useful for anything? I don't feel like they're helping me out a whole lot right now. Oh, look at that. They sing now. They do like a little wah, 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 wah. I was going to whistle, but when you whistle on a microphone, it blows into the microphone. It doesn't sound pleasant. It's generally whistling. Oh, you guys doubt me. Whistling is a skill that I have. I'm pretty good at it. No joke. Pretty good at whistling. Like, musically. I'm not talking about, like, the thing you do to signal your friends when they're across the theme park. I'm talking about, like, I can get my jam on when it comes to whistling. It's because when my dad and I used to roof together, he would whistle and I would whistle, and we'd do, like, harmonies. We'd be all over the place, doing, like, whistle jam sessions. I don't know. The customers liked it. And it was a way to pass the time. Whistle while you work. It's a very real thing. People doubt whistle while you work. They don't give it a lot of respect. No respect. No respect at all. Still, worked out for me. Maybe I should make a shovel? Where is my shovel? I don't really want the luxury axe. I would, however, like the shovel. Oh. Apparently I can't prototype it because I have no twigs right now. Go figure. Things have happened, and I am lacking in the material resources in order to make those things a lot less explosive, a lot less spastic, a lot less... Are you allowed to use that word, or is that one offensive? I don't know. I'm thinking somewhere, somehow, it's probably offensive to someone. I'm just going to use it anyways. It's not offensive in the U.S., so, spastic's a word you're allowed to use. I have so many things right now that I really just don't want in my inventory. So I have my science machine. Now I need electrical doodads. I forget how you get those. I think they're in our refinement menu, maybe. We can make limestone out of coral. Oh, shit! Okay, so the tide comes in every day. Is that going to blow up my machine? The flooded science machine. Huh, that's not good. But we have coral now, so that's pretty cool. I'm a little bit worried about what's going to happen with that, but I'm just not going to think about it for right now. So do the little things that grow on the rocks ever come back? Do they return eventually? Mayhaps to fill my life with joy and the splendor of their existence? Pick up a few more saplings real fast. It'd be cool if you could use bamboo as a haft for things as well. I don't know. I think bamboo would actually be a better material. All things considered. The sticks appear to come back pretty fast, so we won't end up twig wanting, which is pretty badass. There's an old reference. Oh my god. I think the only people that will have seen my Don't Starve series are going to be the people that, like, first subscribed to the channel when I had, like, 5 subscribers. When I was posting on Steam and whatnot, because I didn't know how to promote a channel. In general, don't bother people with your videos. But if they're good enough quality, you'll get away with it. You will get away with it. I got away with it much more than I should have. Nowadays, I don't know if I'll go down that route again. But it got me my first 100 subscribers or so. I mean, it got the channel up and running. It got things working. I've always had a knack for promotion anyways. Even when I was playing in bands and stuff, I like promoting things. It's just that being like a club promoter or something is such a stereotypical job nowadays that I don't want to be. Everybody has that guy in their friend group who's like, what do you do? Oh, I'm a DJ, I'm a promoter. Everybody has that friend. I have yet to meet any group of people that does not have the friend who is a DJ/promoter. I'm like, dude, just because you put out a couple flyers to your friend's house party does not make you a promoter. I guess in the most literal sense it does, but I don't know if I would put up random public signs. Oh my god, what is that? There's some bones on the ground. I forgot that I left crab traps over here, though. That was sort of my fault. Spoiled fish. Oh, can you do anything with it? Like, can I use it as... Hey, you better back off my seeds. Those are mine, boo-boo. You better sort your shit out before it gets real. Oh, we got enough. Never mind. We've got enough random grass to last forever. I'm going to set that up right there. I'm going to try and take the spoiled fish. There we go. So with the 2 spoiled fish, I'm not terribly curious about the smell. I'll probably just leave it over by my fire. I needed... What else did I need? Limpets would be cool, but I'm going to let them regrow for a little bit. Oh yeah, I just needed twigs because I was going to chop down more trees because I don't have the stuff that's required in order to make fires anymore. Let's go ahead and equip that real fast. And on my way back, am I kind of at the right latitude/longitude for where I need to be? Oh, yay, the limpets do come back. Well, that's good. That's a slightly renewable resource. That'll help out. I wish that I could relocate this. I could break it down with a hammer, but... Sorry about that. After I play the game for like 45 minutes, it always lags out on me. I don't know if the game has a memory leak or what, but hopefully it'll get fixed in the future. So anyways, I forgot what I was working on now. See, this is what happens when I take breaks in the middle because the game is being laggy. And then I'm just like, what should I do now? I've forgotten what I was working on. I was working on something. Oh, we have wood, so that's fine. I mean, having wood is pretty awesome, so I'll accept that. I should probably chop down some trees. So let's get those done. The limpets look like they came back. We only got a couple minutes left in the episode. I feel like we're doing a good job so far, but Don't Starve is one of those games that doesn't necessarily throw its biggest curveballs at you right in the beginning. It's usually about 30 days in that you start to see the real game begin, and like there start to be major hindrances to your long-term survival. So anyways, we'll keep an eye out for that. We've got the coconut over here. I'm going to drop it on the ground over on this side so that it's just like chilling next to the fire. So yeah, I'll drop you right there. I'm just trying to keep things around. I don't know if the toucans will actually come down and try and steal your coconut, though. Doubloons, I'm still not positive what we use those for. I assume they're probably just like a gift for the Pig King or something. You can probably hand them off and get paid out a bunch of like normal gold. God, that is the most obnoxious habit. So I'm trying to break this habit with my cat right now, my kitten. The end of my boom mic has like a little palm thing on it, and he likes to jump and hit it like a dolphin, but it makes a loud noise in the middle of the episode every time he does it. So if you hear like bum-bum-wump, like that's him doing it, and I can't reach far enough to like get him when he does it, and so he just runs away every time, and he thinks it's like the neatest game ever, even though I'm super furious with him, and it's not a game at all. Like, this is not a game, kitten! And he's like, ah ha ha, I'm having so much fun! His tail's all puffed up. Can I use this to maybe start a fire? Oh, really? You want... No! My food! Oh, you furry little bastard. You ate my coconut. You ate it whole. You didn't even crack it open, you heathen. What's wrong with you? Ugh, this is upsetting. Only like mildly. It's not like super upsetting, but... Make a shovel real fast. Now that I got a shovel, can you dig it? I will more than likely... Which one of these machetes actually doesn't suck? I also would love to research, while we're on the subject, I think there's a storage chest. We could really use that since we haven't found Chester or anybody else yet. It takes 3 planks, and so I gotta learn to refine planks first. I can do those. And so I guess we'll just chuck those on the ground for right now. I'm gonna throw these into the fire. And I'm gonna ditch the shovel down here real fast. Look at that. Ain't that just like humanity? Show up, start littering everywhere. It's beautiful, isn't it? It's beautiful. Been here for 10 minutes. Whole island's covered in litter. Like, man, I have a skill set. If only there was a way to make this marketable, I think that I would be in business. See, the secret is to be really good at littering and then create a sanitation company so that you're getting to do the fun part, and then you also own the company that cleans up after you. You have to make a pretty big mess, though, to make that all work, I think. I'll probably use most of these seeds for other needs. I don't think I should plant... Okay, maybe I should plant them here. Let's plant the trees so that we have another generation of sustainability there. I'm going to be a good citizen for right now. Normally, I wouldn't be. I'd be a very, very bad citizen because I like getting away with things. It makes me feel happy. There's nothing more exhilarating than getting away with something. You'd be like, run off over the hills with your magical stolen gold from that leprechaun who said, don't steal my gold. Everybody knows that when a leprechaun tells you not to steal his gold, you should totally do it. It's just a ruse. He's trying to trick you. Nothing bad is going to happen when you do that. He's full of shit. He's like 2 feet tall. What's he going to do? Get a gun, shoot you? Fair point. Fair enough. He might get a gun, and he might shoot me. Oh, look at that. The machete is a better weapon than what I am currently wielding. I only actually really want this so that I can break it real quick. Ah, I've been bitten! Curses! Curses upon you, snake. I guess the machete works as a better weapon than I thought. Yeah, that does suck. You gotta check your shoes for snakes and shit when you're out in, like, the desert. It's mostly scorpions, actually. That's what I check it for. Scorpions tend to get into a lot of more places. They get into a lot of places where they should not be. There we go. My issues with accuracy in this game still remain, though. There we go. Got him again. I'm not going to eat that, and I think if you feed it to the piggy guys, they get kind of hyphy up in here. Got that covered. I'll probably eat the eggs for dinner. So, num num num. I love fried eggs. Fried eggs are so good. I like them over easy, over hard. It doesn't even matter. I will eat eggs in any fashion you put them in front of me aside from raw. You thought I wasn't going to make that caveat there, but I'm totally going to make that caveat. No, don't short out on me. If anything, tall out on me. I could use a better lookout point. This is the end of the episode for Don't Starve Shipwrecked. My name is Splattercat. I will see you all in future episodes. Hi, do, everybody.